We're here with owner and founder of Triumph Electric, Matt Martinez, who's the streaming sponsor for this year's Dawg Bowl. Matt, first of all, thank you for your ongoing support, and particularly your streaming sponsorship that helps everybody enjoy the Dawg Bowl that couldn't be at the Dawg Bowl, and guys like ourselves watch the Dawg Bowl and make fun of our teammates. So, what was your initial connection to Dawg Nation?
So initial connection was a kidney donation that I gave to Dave Repsher. He Flight for Life nurse that went down back in 2017. Right.
Yeah, and so from that moment on, I know that you and Dave have been really connected, you, Dave, and Amanda, and Dawg Nation. Tell us about that relationship.
So since then, I've actually was nominated and was a recipient for a golf tournament. You guys helped out gratefully where I couldn't go to work for a few months because of multiple knee surgeries. So that helped out. And then now I'm just trying to help give back.
That's amazing. So really you've had the full journey from being an organ donor to then being a recipient of Dawg Nation when you needed help to now helping Dawg Nation from event after event as Triumph is one of our big sponsors. So thank you. It's been a pleasure having you part of our journey.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. And everyone watching, streaming at home, enjoy the show. It's going to be some good hockey.
And are we good? Check, check.
We are good.
All right.
Awesome. Welcome, folks, to the evening games. We have the Colorado Warriors in black versus the Outlaw 59ers in green. This is Jack Engdahl here with Manny. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name.
It's Manny Furtado, so good
Handsome
evening.
Manny.
That's right. So, Jack, glad to have you on board.
Happy to be here.
We've got the Colorado Warriors dressed in black, and they're going to be a challenge here tonight, not only for the Outlaw 59ers, they're going to be a challenge to see those numbers, Jack.
They are.
And
you know what? I appreciate and I love the creativity. They got the matching pant shells. The jerseys look awesome, but I can't read a thing.
I can't see a thing either, but the Outlaws are dressed in their Kelly green, trimmed out in yellow numbers, sometimes white. It's a little bit of a mixed bag. I think they brought the jerseys in the trash bag and handed them out here just before. So this is the 12th annual Dawg Bowl. So terrific job by Dawg Nation here. We're at the Edge Ice Arena. We're on the East Rink. So, Jack, we're glad to have you on board, providing some color. For those of you not familiar, Jack's out of Utica, New York, and is a senior at Post University, where you play some hockey there. Are you a forward or senior? Tell us a little bit about your...
Sure. So I played juniors up in New Hampshire as well. So from there, I went to Post University. I'm a forward there. Rising senior academically, but due to the whole pandemic and staying home from school, athletically, I will be a junior. So I have the opportunity to get my master's and play some hockey.
And we are underway with this 15-minute first period, and the Warriors control the puck off the faceoff and dump it in. Outlaws try and move it up the wall, unable to, and waiting for the puck back below the line is a number that is... I just can't see
illegible.
Those numbers unless they're going to be right in front of us. You know, it's tough because you've also got that screen in front of us. And here comes Jukes. Jukes bringing it in on the right-hand side, and the initial first shot is saved by Goodwin. Goodwin moves it back up the boards, held in there by the defenseman Herlihy. Herlihy, who is an Army veteran. All of these Warriors are disabled veterans, so we'll tell you a little bit more about them as the game plays out here, and the puck banked off the boards and all the way back out to Glasner's cage. Puck is picked back up by Atkins, and Atkins, one of the top defensemen for this Warriors team, weaves his way through, but it's picked off by Miles. Miles gets a shot deflected up and into the netting.
That's a great rush there, great turnover, forced turnover by the Outlaws there. And honestly, Manny, what I'm most excited for in this game is this is about my 5th game of the weekend, and the goaltending has been phenomenal. I have seen some stellar performances across the board, and I'm excited to see what these two goalies have to offer.
Well, we've got an Air Force veteran in Bradley Glasner in goal for the Colorado Warriors. You see him there in your foreground, and he stick that one away, and it moves back over to the left wing boards. Puck has moved back out to center and backhanded in, and chasing it in is Brandon Beaver. Beaver leaves it there, and the puck has moved back up the left wing boards and back out to center. Pick back up. Miles has it on his blade, looking, delivers it back over to left-hand side, and the shovel shot is seen by Glasner. He makes the save.
That is, 3-on-1, not an always easy play for the defenseman. Hard to decide if you got the 2-on-1, you take the pass, let the goalie take the shot. 3-on-1's a bit more difficult. He did a good job staying in the middle there, letting the goalie soak the shot. No rebound there. Face off.
And we should mention Glasner was called up here. Trent Osinski is the goalie typically for these Colorado Warriors, but Osinski had an injury and he couldn't play here this evening. So Bradley Glasner gets the call. He's an Air Force veteran. Off the faceoff, Gonzalez chases it into the end. It's swept around over to the near side by Primo. Puck bounces back out and picked back up by Carmichael. Carmichael with a headman play. Puck is picked up back in stride as Dino Beaton gets a shot on goal, and the big defenseman jumped into that one, Jack.
Absolutely. I love the jump in the rush there. Growing up, I was always part of teams that wanted that second defenseman jumping in the rush. And, I think it's a great way to play hockey. You don't need the conventional 2 defensemen back on the blue line. If you get that 4th guy in, you almost have a power play down there. And oftentimes the wing that's guarding that defenseman isn't quite sure how to play defenseman below the tops of the circle. So it's a great advantage to have an offensive defenseman like that jumping in rushes and being
and
active.
I think we're seeing that anymore in every level of hockey, and we're certainly seeing it with the Avalanche coming up. Here comes Bradley. Bradley gets upended, and Ben Bradley slides into the, he might have lost an edge there. He gets back up to his skates. Meanwhile, the puck back out to center is shoveled back over to the far side, and chasing it is Fredrickson. There's a couple of Fredricksons out there. Number 8, that is Jared, and he is the captain, or he's got Justin out there, number 77, who serves as the captain for this Outlaw 59ers. And there's a turnover picked up by Gonzalez, poked free and taken away by Clint Atkins, the big defenseman, in the corner.
Yeah, I got a question for you, man. You had a chance to run down there and talk to the fellas before the game, and I have to, looking at Glasner there, he looks very smooth, very confident in the net. He's a big boy. He's got nice setup there with his pads and his glove and matching helmet. Did he play college at all? Did he play somewhere?
You know, I don't know if he played, but certainly these players, it's not like they picked it up post service.
No, they
Looks
definitely, and I know the service, they all play each other. You know, the Air Force has a team of active military people. The Army has a team of active members, and you know, I'm sure if he's an Air Force veteran, I'm sure he was on the team. Look at him there, just being an absolute weapon out there. Mental warfare, just getting in the heads of these Outlaws early.
So that's Dino Beaton. Beaton rifles it in, and it wraps around over to the far side. Tucked up back behind Goodwin's cage, moved back up the left wing boards, and a sharp pass hits the mark, but it's moved back out to center by Locke. Picked back up and maneuvered in by Humphrey. Humphrey challenged over on the far side, and the puck is picked back up. And in the wickets, Beaton has it again. Beaton with the head up, looks for the outlet pass, and there's the headman play on to Cook's blade. Cook shot, goal, scores! Cook scores at the 9:42 mark. 1-0 Warriors lead.
What a heads-up play by him to get going there. You don't often like the player to stretch on a breakout there, but Kyle Cook, recognizing that he had two defensemen in front of the red line, got behind him, and just a beautiful stretch pass there to get him on the breakaway, and an even more beautiful, just simple 5-hole play.
So Beaton gets the assist. We've mentioned him early, and he makes his impact known here, and the Outlaws trail by 1. Here's his shot from distance, seen the whole way. Deflected, Locke right on front. Glasner, as you mentioned, easily deflects that puck, and the puck is re-secured. And poked back down, back below for Locke. Locke sizing up. He's got a man in front. That's Adola, and doesn't send it back to him. Back up to the point, ricochet, and here come the Warriors again. The Warriors with the puck. Cook one more time, looking for help, and it rolls off his stick. A backhand feed back over to the near side. Swept back up and shoveled back over to Goodwin's cage. He pokes it free, and the Outlaws control. The long pass, glove back down, picked back up by Miles. Miles looking for an outlet, and he'll reset things with a cross-ice feed over to Murray. Murray challenged, and his pass picked off, and waiting there was Herlihy. Herlihy sends it back over to the far side, and the Green Beret, Herlihy, sets back up at the blue line, and he's getting back on defenses. Out come the 59ers. Puck has moved all the way back in. Glasner will freeze it there at the 8:05 mark of this first period. 1-0 Warriors over the 59ers.
Green Beret, you say? That's a little scary. I don't know if I'm lining up against him on a hash mark on the wall there that I'm giving too many hacks and whacks. I might just be saying, hey, thank you for your service, sir.
You're definitely not going into the corner and winning that battle.
Absolutely not. But, you know, it's been a good game so far. I think the score reflects that, but I think if you watch, the Warriors have been a little bit more cleaner, a little crisper with the tic-tac-toe plays. But overall, it's been a pretty back and forth. Both teams get some chances, both goalies being tested early, and I think that's what you want out of this right now, is just some good hockey.
Clutter with a pass. That is picked off, and the 59ers move it back out to center. Moving the puck in and a backhand feed, twisting, passes back below the line, picked back up and right on the side of the cage. Jamming away there was Charlie Locke, number 15. Locke is denied, though, by Glasner, and Glasner keeps it a 1-0 game as the clock rolls.
Glasner's showing his true class there, too. Just, you know, that's not an easy save going post to post there and making sure you seal off that post without leaving anything on your 5-hole, nothing up top. He did a good job there, covering low and high all at the same time.
So the 59ers gain another offensive zone faceoff. This one is controlled by the Warriors, and the Warriors rifle it around, rolls around over onto the far side, and waiting there was Clutter, picking up the puck and weaving his way through. And the puck is picked off a Juke's blade and recontrolled by Beaton. Beaton back over to the far side. Beaton receives the pass at a twisting play. Little Denny Savard twistorama there. And the puck is picked back up in the slot. Shot is off a boot. And the 59ers move the puck up and shoveling it forward. Bradley's got it. Bradley's shot dribbles in. Glasner can't handle the rebound. And over on the far side, Bradley reaches, can't come up with it. Puck comes back out to center where Humphrey puts it back in, and the tag up offsides gives time for Beaton. Beaton with 6:02 remaining in this first period. Headmans the puck and back over to the right-hand side and back behind Goodwin's cage right in front. Puck is picked back up, and Humphrey controls for the 59ers. Angles one off the boards, picked up nicely by Adala. And Adala's shot is deflected over to the far side. What a play by Adala, Jack. He picked up that puck. That was a long stretch pass, and he picks it up with one hand on the stick, and he controls it there, brings it in, and gets a scoring opportunity.
I'll tell you from personal experience, those pucks are not always easy to handle off the stretch. You know, it's coming in at a bit of an angle, and with one hand on the stick, fighting defensemen, and still with the composure to take that to the net. That was awesome.
Gonzalez will take this faceoff. We have no idea who's taking it for the Warriors, but we'll pick it up. That's Cook. That's Kyle Cook.
We got that one down.
Now we should know Cook.
Bareface Bandit.
Cook is he's the leading point getter for this Warriors team. In 15 games, he had 25 points. Jack, he's had 11 goals and 14 assists.
How about that?
So
that's why he's the captain. Not just a goals guy. You know, he's getting everything around. He's making sure everyone does their job. But he's also making sure points get scored.
And he looks like it. He doesn't even wear a visor out there. You look at him.
That's very Ryan Getzlaff. Just veteran playing. Just always doing the right thing on and off the ice.
That's right. So Cook is an Army veteran. He had 25 points this year for this team.
What league are they playing in?
Well, I'm glad you asked. They play in the USA Hockey Tier 1 league for the Warriors. So USA Hockey has 10 tiers, and this team plays in the top tier. They came in second in Nationals last year. Nationals will be held again this year in October in Detroit, so they're looking forward to that. So this team plays together. Unlike the 59ers, which are a bunch of beer league boys out of Fort Collins and some local here, they've never played together, and they just drew the first penalty here at the 3:57 mark.
You know what? There's a lot to be said for playing together like they do and building that chemistry. But sometimes these beer league guys, they just haven't figured out. You know, I back home in New York, I play in a beer league type league. You know, it's a Tuesday night. Everyone comes out, old guys, young guys. And the young guys, we got the energy, we got the legs on them, we have the new moves and all that. But beer league hockey is beer league hockey, and if you know how to play beer league hockey, you're going to do all right. And they're showing, 1-0. They're not out of this.
And sometimes they have dad strength,
oh,
you know.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to give you the stick. You know, you young guns, they're going to give it to you every chance they get. So
exactly.
The dump in there, Justin Fredrickson, the captain, goes in to chase it. And the feed is picked off, and it's sent the distance all the way in on Goodwin's cage. Goodwin shovels it back over, and the forecheck there of Clutter picks up the puck and rags some time off there, gets a shot on goal, and Goodwin holds on, and the Warriors get an offensive zone faceoff. And with this power play and a running clock, that's not what the 59ers wanted.
No, but I'll tell you what, Goodwin, for what he's facing right now, is seasoned group of guys that plays together. They've been around the block. They're tough. They're resilient. He's standing in that cage tall, and he let up a breakaway goal. There's not much you can do as a goalie on that situation. So I think he's doing his job, and these guys are right there with him.
There was Beaton, but Beaton has taken off the puck, and here comes the hard forecheck in on Justin Fredrickson. Fredrickson, sensing the pressure, fishes it back over to the far side. And with 43 seconds remaining in the power play, the puck comes back out to center, and Beaton's got it again. The headman pass picked back up, delivered by Berling. Berling puts it over to the far side. And Jared Fredrickson moves it back over, and it rings the bathtub all the way over to the near side. The pass picked back off by Cook. Cook weaving his way in, backhand feed. Here's the shot right, and Goodwin makes a save as he slides back over and defended well with 16 seconds remaining in the power play. Goodwin holds the puck there for Justin Fredrickson. That was a great opportunity for the Warriors on a short-handed.
They seem to be having a few more opportunities here on this penalty kill than the 59ers do on the power play. And even, dare I say, the Warriors are having a few more better looks than they did 5-on-5.
Well, they've got the advantage that they can ice the puck, too.
Yeah.
They can send it the distance and then apply the forecheck. The Warriors are back up to full strength, and the puck is on the blade of Beaver. Beaver holds it there and sends a backhand in.
There.
Into the corner. Primo in on the puck. Primo surveying. He's got a man in front, and there's the shot, and a save by Goodwin.
Fantastic patience there by Goodwin. Not to overcommit, because he thought that puck, everyone thought that puck was coming over to the high slot in the top of the circle here, but it gets deflected up to the guy in the high slot. And he didn't overcommit. He stayed on his post, and as soon as that puck got where it needed to go, he was there.
And Primo had a couple of men that he had a couple of targets to choose from there in that high slot. And the Warriors get another shot on goal as the clock dribbles down to 34 seconds in this first period. They've got an offensive zone faceoff and battling for the puck right in front. Backhand feed shot, goal. Beaver scores. Or was that Cook? I think that was Cook.
No,
that
was
the
Beaver.
goal, or was it Beaver? Man, that 91.
It just, you know how you tell? The bare face.
There you go.
Cook's the grizzled Getzlaff bare face play. I love it.
And Cook and Beaver both serve as captains on this team.
Not quite as grizzly. You know what I saw last game? I saw someone with a cage visor, which, let me tell you, that is the
cage visor, the half
never,
visor?
Yeah, but it was a cage.
Really?
Yeah. I've never seen anything like it, and I want one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it homemade? Did it look like?
It had to be. He had to be a welder.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But
we're at the end of the first period. The score is 2-0. Warriors lead. So the Warriors taking it. They've got a little bit of an advantage here, and they've shown it. But I think the 59ers will be back here in just a minute. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second period. Manny Furtado and Jack Engdahl on Shaw Hockey Productions. And we are back for the second period between the Colorado Warriors and the Outlaw 59ers in this Bronze B game in the 12th annual Dawg Bowl. So terrific. This is the largest fundraiser for Dawg Nation. And
they do a hell of a job.
I believe there are 8 divisions, plus we have a women's division. We have the sled hockey, and we have blind hockey as well this year. And, of course, the highlight to the entire weekend is the Survivor game on Saturday night. So,
which I am very excited for. My mother's a lung cancer survivor, and I know she might be listening. She likes watching what I do. So, Mom, I love you. Good job fighting. I appreciate you, and I'm excited to see all the other survivors out there doing what they do.
And it is an emotional game, and it's always terrific to see everybody come out for that game. These stands will be packed for that game. And back to the live action here as the 59ers are able to punch the puck back over to the far side, and chasing it down was Adala. Adala has it stripped off his stick, and the Warriors can't gain control. Adala's got it again as he feeds it back over to the near side, touched up, and the bouncing puck is finally controlled by Clutter. Clutter brings it into the 59ers end. as he stretched with a backhand feed, looking for a man right in the low slot. Puck comes back over to the far side, picked back up by Herlihy. Herlihy's feed back into the slot, controlled by the Warriors. The Warriors over on the far side give the puck away as the 59ers move it up as the bouncing puck tips back out to center ice.
I think the difference here so far, 2-0, I think pretty accurately describes how we've been doing so far in this game. It's just been the discipline of the Warriors to stop on pucks, keeping track of the puck, taking care of it. The big thing is, not giving up, not turning the puck over. It's puck possession, taking care of the puck, and they just do it right there. They don't force anything. They just do a great job of making the smart pass, and I think that's just a little thing right now that the 59ers are missing out on is they're doing a lot of stretch passing, they're doing a lot of flybys, and the score reflects it.
And so the 59ers unable to control. Puck is picked back up and is moved back into the Warriors zone. As we saw Beaton one more time jumping in from his D position and having that fake shot, unable to get a really good scoring opportunity out of that one. And the 59ers begin to stretch the ice a little bit as they look for each other, and the puck is picked back up by Bradley. Bradley can't get a shot off, and it's swept back over to the far side, and it's going to go for icing at the 12:40 mark of this second period with a 2-0 game Warriors lead. The difference with Jack, we were talking about the Warriors playing. I mean, this team plays at a national level. They play in a national conference with 10 teams in it.
Wow.
At that top tier level. So they are used to playing with each other. And
playing against people.
And you know what that's like when you've been playing with your buddies and you know who's going to be flying and where to hit them and the tendencies. And that's a big advantage that the Warriors have right now.
Absolutely. My freshman, sophomore year at Post University, I played with my right winger, Kieran Gardner. Great kid. I played juniors with him. He was a defenseman back when we played juniors. Made the transition to forward when we got to college. And, by this past season, halfway through the year, it was like we've been playing together for almost 2 years there. And, great save there on a rocket ship of a slap shot from, I can't read that number.
And you get to know, and I do know that Matt Levine, a Navy veteran, picked off that pass nicely at center ice, and Levine brought it in and fed the puck back over to the left-hand side for that shot on goal.
But yeah, what I was saying is, you get to know where they're going to be, how they like to play, the breakout especially. You can get creative in the offensive zone with anybody if they're your style of player. But those breakouts in the neutral zone, being able to trust if you send a puck over their way that they're gonna get it where it needs to go is everything in a game.
And there we saw Beaton. Beaton had that big slap shot and a big pad save by Goodwin as Beaton works his way in and he can't get past the third man as Gonzalez pickpockets Beaton back behind him and feeds it back over to Locke on the half boards. Locke is pressured there and he reverses, backing up against the wall. Puck is held in by the Warriors and Primo's got it. Primo tries to find a man down low. And a good play, heady play by Charlie Locke. Locke delivers it back over to the near side. Gonzalez has it. Gonzalez with a shot in on Glasner. And a reaction save by Bradley Glasner keeps it a 2-0 game.
That was a great offensive rush there. He came down the wall, gave a cutback. The Warriors defenseman thought he was going to take it wide, kept going to the corner, cut back, had a shot at the net.
Right on the doorstep, and another save by Glasner as Adala found himself all alone for the 59ers. So some good pressure, but Jukes has the puck. Jukes delivers it back right in front. Where is it? Looking for it on the far side. Shot, goal! And Goodwin never saw it as over on the far side, that bouncing puck, everybody was looking for it, and it is a 3-0 lead for the Colorado Outlaws as picking up that puck was the defenseman, Sean Herlihy.
Hurley does a good job there, not going behind the net, not drifting into the corner. Goodwin makes a great first save. It's bouncing around. He's not sure where it is, and Colorado's just there to bury the rebound. That's a great veteran play, not blowing by the net, stopping there, waiting for it to fall, being patient with it, making sure the goalie doesn't come back at you.
So we've got a 3-0 game here at the 9:20 mark of this second period. As the Outlaws look for more, and calling for the puck over on the near side is Brendan Beaver. And Beaver with the puck, the shot, and a good low save as Goodwin got down. And it appears an injury back behind the play, but play will continue. Puck comes back over to the near side. Punch pass into the slot. The shot bounces up and over Goodwin's cage. And it moves back over to the far side. Twisting pass back up to the point as puck is moved back in by Levine. Back below the line, and the pass back behind. The no-look pass back behind as Cook, the captain, sends it back over to the far side. And Sean Herlihy, who got that goal with the puck on his blade, sauces one back over to the near side. Controlled by Primo, challenged by Miles, and the puck comes all the way back to Herlihy. And Herlihy banks one off the mid-ice boards. That'll go for icing at the 8:21 mark.
That, Manny, that was Fredrickson there. As he went to clear the puck from the front of the net on that rebound, that last play, he swiped and got his stick caught underneath the bottom post of the net. Jammed himself right in the gut. Been there, done that, not fun.
I've run myself into the boards with my stick, but never into the net. So good spot on that.
I've certainly had my fair share of broken sticks in Zamboni doors. Those are never fun to explain to the dad.
No, those aren't at all. And the punch pass up front is defended well by the Warriors as it's iced by the 59ers. And another whistle here as the clock continues to roll as we play two 15-minute run periods. And what do we play for the third, Jack? You've been doing a bunch of these games, so it's always...
I was actually just about to explain this. For those who are just turning in for the first time.
And we're getting hand signals from Mike Shaw. Mike, what is that exactly? Mike's signaling that...
It's a 12-minute stop time period in the third. unless there is a 4 or more goal margin for the winning team, then we keep playing running time. And there is no overtime in these round-robin games.
I am so glad you're here, Jack, to tell me the rules. I got to tell you, last year with Peter McNabb, we didn't know the rules the entire tournament. We almost went the entire thing.
He doesn't know anything.
No, he isn't. You know, he just waits for the play-by-play guy to know those things.
Exactly. He's just there to be himself. You know. That's all you can ask for. But.
So
nice little rush here.
That's good to know. You may have to repeat those because I didn't write them down. Here we go. Back to the live action. Puck is picked back up, and Jukes moves it back over to the far side. Getting there first was Rubeck, and Rubeck is hassled. Rubeck's got those distinctive red helmet. Here's a shot right in front as the Warriors had another opportunity in on Goodwin's cage. Puck comes back up to the point. As Beaton moves it back over. Beaton's shot and another save by Goodwin.
That is not an easy save to make, so kudos to Goodwin. Again, being patient on his post and not overcommitting to that guy on the half wall. The pass gets made up to the high slot instead of sliding all the way across for the one time where he slides out, which is key for those goalies, is keeping the angle of attack. It's very, very marginal because they overcommit. The angle's too big. That's when they get those backdoor tap-ins.
And so the captain sets in to take this face-off. But it's controlled by the 59ers. And the 59ers on the backhand, moving the puck up the wall is Fredrickson. Fredrickson's able to get it back out to center, moved in by Gonzalez. Gonzalez hassled there by number 10, Primo. Primo playing defense now for this Warriors team. Defends well, and the puck is moved back up by Carmichael. Carmichael glides up, sends the backhand feed, Cook's pass, touch play, picked back up, and Gonzalez has it. Tries to move the puck out, but Cook once again gets a stick on it, keeps the play alive, receives the backhand the feed, and the puck is knifed off the stick and back out to center. Warriors chasing it, and picking it back up is the big defenseman, Dino Beaton. Sends it along the boards, and the bouncing puck, glove down, picked back up, and the cross-ice feed is stolen away by Gonzalez. Gonzalez reverses away from pressure, moves it back up to center ice, and the puck touched there, and bringing the puck in over on the far side is Bradley. Bradley with a backhand feed finds his man, the shot up and over Glasner's cage. What an opportunity, best one of the night for the 59ers. 4:31 remaining in this second period.
You talk about rules. I'll tell you what, Manny. I have seen some offsides by a mile not get called, some offsides that are not even close offsides get called, And the icings have just been really up to the referee's discretion all night. Some are playing touch-up, some are playing from the far blue, some are playing from the red. Some, if the goalie plays it, they won't call it. Some don't care. It has been inconsistent in terms of icing and offsides.
Well, I will say this. All of these referees pretty much match the action on the ice, and they're all volunteers. 100% of the referees out there are volunteering their time.
And thank you to them. I'll be refereeing a game at 10:50 tonight. So I hope
there
whoever's
you go.
broadcasting doesn't
I hope I'm
me.
broadcasting it, because I'm gonna give you a hard time out there on those icing calls. Playing men's league, I always appreciate a good icing and to give me a break there. There's the puck. It's caught back up and defending it well from the point. The drive, rebound right in front. Shot just tipped back behind as Herlihy got all of that from the right point. And a good opportunity. Touch play in front, diving for it. Goodwin ices the puck.
That was a great play out of the corner there. You know, they're getting sustained pressure, the Warriors are. And I think that's key, and that's why they're up 3-0. And honestly, all weekend, that's going to be the key here is possession hockey. They're doing the little things right. You know, they're not making those crazy cross-ice, stretch, backdoor passes. It was from a guy in the half wall to a guy down low. He turns out of the defenseman, brings it right to the guy in front, and they get a chance at the net.
Off the face-off, puck is picked up, and brought in by Jukes, but Jukes' backhander was defended well by the 59ers, who shovel it in back behind Glasner's cage. He glances over his shoulder and yields as the puck is picked back up by Primo. Primo with some speed picks up his loose puck and weaves his way through. That's Berling. Berling all the way in. The shot goal as he put it top shelf up and over. Good one. As Colby Berling makes it 4-0 Colorado Warriors.
I mean, just a solo effort there by Berling. He loses it a little bit on his own blue line, but he stays with it. And then he recognized that he had a 1-on-2. He didn't even have any help. And where a lot of guys might pull up and wait for some help, he dropped his hips, bared down his shoulder, burned the defenseman, and just a beautiful under the bar tuck.
So Berling goes wire to wire on that. And with 1:56 remaining in this second period, the Warriors have the lead as Cook with the puck. Feeds it back over near side, and a tuck-in save made by Goodwin. I thought Beaver was going to score that, but Brandon Beaver, the Army veteran and co-captain with Cook, is denied.
Great job by Goodwin there again. I mean, I feel like I keep saying that, but he's just, it's 4-0, sure, but he's doing a great job getting across his crease and being patient and just outweighting guys and not letting them get in his head.
And there's the long stretch pass as Glasner lets it go past him. As we mentioned, Glasner got the call up this morning to play for this team. And
is he a local then?
He must be. Most of these players for the Colorado Warriors, a good number of them, are out of the Colorado Springs, as you would expect, as a military town like Colorado Springs would have a lot of veterans living there, and a terrific hockey culture. Stretching for the puck over on the far side, unable to pick it back up, and Carmichael's got it on his backhand. Carmichael's feed in front, and Goodwin finds it somewhere underneath his pads as Carmichael drove it in over on the far side.
Going back to Glasner real quick, his pads are almost, it's exactly their jersey style, their jersey combination. And you have to wonder, call up, or was it maybe planned that they put in this A-list goalie for this tournament?
They wanted to win this one, and here's the pass, the long pass, as Beaton directs traffic. This time he sends it around. And the puck is held in there with 13 seconds remaining. The feed in front. Beaton's got it on his blade. Beaton looked for the long stretch passes. We're down to the final 6 seconds of this second period. Puck over on the far side. The feed right in front. The shot! Oh. And what a save as it goes off the post. And another shot from the far side. As Cook took that shot, and the defenseman makes the save as
if you watch this replay
Goodman
here, what a fake slap shot. And then I believe he went double bar.
And
he missed the second bar, but then here comes the second bar. Oh, he had it right there.
And there's the shot, hit the side of the cage. So terrific replay from Mike Shaw from Shaw Hockey Productions. So it's 4-0 Colorado Warriors over the Outlaw 59ers. This is Manny Furtado along with Jack Engdahl. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back for the third and final period momentarily. And we are back at the 12th annual Dawg Bowl. And the third and final period of this Bronze B game between Colorado Warriors and the Outlaw 59ers. Warriors lead 4-0.
Just a reminder to those at home and yourself, Manny, this is a 12-minute stop period that because we have a 4-goal margin for the winning team, it will be a runtime game.
And so 4 goals is the threshold. Is that correct, Jack?
That is correct. So if the Outlaws would like to get the clock stopped to try and make a comeback here, they're going to have to score at least one here quick to give themselves enough time to make that comeback, which they have an offensive zone draw here, so see if they can draw something up. I don't think it'd be a bad idea. Maybe they got a shooter on the inside.
Well, I would look maybe perhaps Justin Fredrickson. He's number 77 out there. He's the captain from the point.
Looks like he's lining up for the shot.
He's got Humphrey off the face-off right in front as chip just wide. Charlie Locke just couldn't find the angle on Glasner's cage. Great opportunity to draw to within 3. The drop feed. Puck is picked back up by Beaton, and Beaton drags it back up to the point. Sends it around over to the near side half boards. Puck is punched back down low.
I like that little tidbit you used earlier, around the bathtub. I've never heard that before, but I think I like it.
Feel free to use it. Anyway, the puck spinning away from some traffic down low, and there is 77 Fredrickson, the captain, doing a little work, body work down low. Puck is recovered by the Warriors over in the near side. Beaton right in front. The shot scores. 5-0. Beaton gets the goal, and he goes up and over Matt Goodwin.
You know, I think the unsung hero on that play is Josh Clutter. And the initial shot there on that possession, he's standing in front of the net. They get a little on the ice play, deflects it wide. It hits the goal. It goes wide off of his deflection. They regain possession of the puck, and he doesn't move. He takes the eyes away from Goodwin, and it ends up being a difference there. It's just a nice, easy flip over his glove.
And Beaton, who's got an assist thus far in the game, now gets a goal. So he's got a couple of points. And the puck is tipped in, and chasing it down is Ben Bradley. Bradley, who works for Brinkman Constructors, feeds it in front as he had a man in front looking for Turtan. Turtan couldn't come up with it, and weaving his way through is Brandon Beaver. Beaver goes down, and Beaver draws a penalty, and going to the box is Alex Murray for a tripping call here at the 9:23 mark of this third period. First penalty since the first.
You know, I don't know that I like the call, but I think that if you're going to take a trip there, you got to do it. It's, he's going on a breakaway. You got to stop the clock here. Take the penalty kill. Let them have the power play. I'll tell you, man, I am excited to see this Warriors power play. It has to be something to hold. If they're out there, what'd you say? They were runners up at Nationals, or they won?
They were runners up last year, and so the Nationals for 2025. And here's a steal. Turtan with the puck, and a good defensive play. Puck is picked back up by Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for some assistance, and he'll rag some time off this
Someone's
power
got to see
play.
that net's off, right?
And he sends it the distance. I think does Glasner know it's off? He may not. And Glasner, this is men's league. You put your own nets back on.
Yeah, apparently. There's no linesman. It's just referee.
He's defending it there.
The opposing player.
I love it. The opposing player. You got to love it. I hope Sean got that. And back to the live action. We're on a power play. Puck is picked up on Gonzalez with some good stick work, but Gonzalez is surrounded. He's able to get it back over to the half boards, and the puck is tipped back over to Turtan.
Seems to be the penalty kill that got these Outlaws fired up a little bit.
They are. They've got 8 minutes left in this game, and with the puck, Gonzalez has it. He delivers it back in tight. Bradley trying to control in front, backhand shot.
And how about that?
Turtan scores. Alex Turtan gets a shorthanded goal, and the 59ers have drawn to within 4.
Just one goal away from bringing that clock back to a halt, and honestly, that is just a hard-nosed penalty kill play. If you textbook, probably not. They had 3 guys below the dots forechecking on a penalty kill. Not what the coach probably drew up for their penalty kill, but you know what? When it pays off like that, it's really hard for the coach to come over and get in your ear, other than to give you a hey.
That's right.
We needed that one.
And Fredrickson, I think, is the coach. He's the captain on this team. So, and looking way up ahead, and here comes Murray. Murray with the puck. The angle cut off as a defensive play by Atkins came in. Atkins closed quickly in on Murray. Here's a touch pass. Puck is brought back into the zone. And the feed right in front, sliding over. Goodwin makes the save. Battling for it down low is Miles. Miles a backhand feed, but it's picked off by the Warriors. Miles chases it down over along the far side boards. And he works his way through into the Outlaws zone. Swept aside by Jukes. Waiting for it was Murray. Couldn't come up with the puck. And one more time. Controlling the puck and with some patience back behind Glasner's cage. The puck is moved back over to the right-hand side, and the Warriors work it through. Kicking and staying on sides over on the near side was Clutter. Clutter with the puck in the high slot. That shot deflected. Clutter picks it back up on his backhand, squares back up and feeds it back softly into the corner. Puck is shot at an angle there by number 16, Colby Burling, who had that beautiful goal earlier. Puck is back behind, chopped up against the boards, picked back up by Beaton. Beaton, top of the circle, sends it back up, and the shot from distance as Goodwin sliding safe, kicks it into the corner, slid around over to the far side, and held up in front of the Outlaws bench. Puck is somewhere underneath Matt Humphrey, but Humphrey's able to get it back out to center.
Smart play
Outlaws
there.
coming back in. Puck is tipped into the far side and glancing over his shoulder. Fredrickson's got it. The backhand feed back up to the wall. Humphrey loses it off his stick. Outlaws control. Humphrey's got it again. Punch pass back out to center ice. Puck moving in over on the far side. It's fed back over to Adala. Adala can't control, and Cook's got it. Cook bringing it in, measures his options, sends it back into the slot. Here's the shot, and a save by Goodwin. He keeps it a 5-1 game.
After an absolutely just throttling possession there by the Warriors. And I think that's really been the difference here in this game is both teams look good when the Outlaws have the puck. They don't look bad. They don't look the way the score might reflect to the people just joining us. But it's been the speed of the Warriors and their ability to possess the puck in the offensive zone that has worn down this Outlaw 59ers team and has been the difference. And we see a 4-goal differential now.
And the Outlaws move the puck over. They've got a 3-on-1 developing. Getting back, though, and defending well over on the far side. The Warriors deflect the puck. Puck comes back over to the near side. Bradley with it takes the shot with some traffic in front of Glasner. The puck never got through, and it punches back up. And with 4:29 remaining in the contest, Cook is challenged by the captain, Justin Fredrickson. Fredrickson takes down the Army veteran. And the fed right in front as Beaton was looking for his second goal of the contest. Gonzalez with the puck, headmans the puck up, and the bouncing puck comes back over to Beaton. Beaton hands it back over to the near side. Clutter takes it into the zone, challenged, and the bouncing puck comes back off the blade and moved back out by Turtan. Turtan, headman pass, picked off. Burling with the puck, and some wheels, has it taken off of his blade. Bradley brings it in. Bradley's shot as he misses. Glasner made a terrific play on that.
Absolutely, and he gave up his 5-hole a little bit, but I think it was good. He knew that he had the attacker all the way on the side. He wasn't going to have a real good angle coming back to his 5-hole, so he was able to really stretch that leg out and make sure he seals off that side where he clearly wanted to go. I think if the attacking player there, I didn't catch quite who it was.
That was Ben Bradley.
Ben Bradley. If Ben Bradley could have got it up and under the bar, he would have had a nice goal. I don't think Glasner quite had his glove over there, but an unbelievable stretch play by him to shut down the 5-hole at first, and as he pushes him outside, stretch out and close the door.
And what a terrific steal on that. Back to the live action. Puck is brought back in as Burling, with that speed, takes it over to the far side. It's knifed off his, and here comes Gonzalez attacking. Gonzalez tries to work his way through, and holding him up was Herlihy.
I absolutely love that creativity. You know what I mean? You're on a one-on-one.
And we've got a 2-on-1 developing over on the near side. The pass never got through.
Oh, I don't think you can do that.
And a little bit of a hand pass there, but we're going to let that one go as we're at the 2:37 mark, and that's all between us and a brouhaha here. And here's the puck. It's delivered over onto the near side. Stolen by 69 Murray. Alex Murray sends it back over to the far near side. Miles with the puck. Feed right in front. Back behind Locke. Locke flags down the puck. Picks it back up. Delivers it back to Murray's shot. Up and over the cage. Puck is picked back up by Levine. Levine, the defenseman, softly puts it over to the far side, and a heady play by the defenseman is able to send the puck out for the Warriors. Stolen, bringing the puck right back in is Charlie Locke's shot, bobbled by Glasner, but he paddles it back over to the near side, and the puck is picked back up, and the backhand feed comes back out to center.
Great job by Charlie Locke. They're shutting down the middle of the ice. They're regrouping a little bit. Rather than attacking the guy with the puck, he attacks the middle of the ice, waits for them to make the pass, and there he is, and gets a good chance on that.
And the Warriors, with 1:49 remaining and some patience, set things back up. Here comes Beaton. Beaton's drive, shot, scores, as caught Matt Goodwin napping.
I don't think
and
he
it makes
wasn't
it
ready for that.
6-1. I don't think he's on. He didn't go down at all to make that. And here we have Shaw Hockey Productions with this terrific replay. And here you see Beaton, and he winds up, sets up, and for
he
Beaton,
didn't even react.
Beaton's even shooting it across his body. Here we have another opportunity to watch Goodwin. And Goodwin here, he looks like the stand-up goalies of the 1950s.
You see him check his left.
I don't think he saw it.
There was a little bit of a switch and go play there that he might have thought so it was a drop play. And you see him check to his left to see who's coming. And now I'm not a goalie coach, but the things that I've heard is don't worry about where the puck might go. Worry about where the puck is, and I think he got himself caught a little bit there.
And for Beaton, who led this team in assists this year with 19, he's got 2 goals this game as Beaver has the puck over on the far side right in front. Tip play is deflected wide. Stepping in as Beaton one more time trying to hold the puck in was Primo. Back over to Beaton. Beaton punch pass over to the far side. In the final 26 seconds, it's back out to center. The backhand feed, waiting for it in the near side is Dino Beaton. His pass gloved down by the captain right in front. Goodwin made a save. Loose puck back behind the cage. Final 10 seconds. Punch back up as Beaton has it jump his stick. And the final 5 seconds here. Jack, as it rolls down, and a shot from Beaton. He's looking for the hat trick.
You know what? That's a smart play there. I don't think maybe the people at home or even yourself may realize that the tiebreaker to get into the playoffs is goals for and goals against.
Jack,
so
you are a
on
statistician, and
top of
I
it.
am glad to have you on board
You
because
do 6 of these in 6 hours, and you start to figure it out.
Final score, Outlaws wins 6-1. Your final thoughts, Jack, on this?
I think that the score doesn't quite reflect how well the Outlaws actually played. They fought back. They didn't give up. And to the end there, they were getting chances. It just came down to the experience of the Warriors. I think they've been playing together for a little while. They're a bit faster. They look a bit younger, judging from up here. I apologize to any Outlaw fans out there. I'm not calling your team old. But these Warriors just seem to be a little bit of a young gun group of guys, and they know what they're doing. And that seemed to be the difference today.
Terrific. First game that I've been able to broadcast here this evening or for this year's tournament has been a pleasure. Jack, glad to have you on board. We look forward to the next one. Final score, 6-1 Warriors over the 59ers. This is Manny Furtado for Jack Engdahl. Glad to have you on board, and check your local listings on Shaw Hockey Productions. Final score, 6-1 Warriors. Good night.
Thank you for watching. I'm Matt Martinez with XII Electric, the official streaming sponsor of Dawg Bowl. Stay tuned for more great coverage of the Dawg Bowl. We will see you at the next face-off.